leading Nebraska senator who helps create the state's budget says he's already getting questions for how to spend the state's share of federal pandemic relief money, and he's expecting a lot more. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Senator John Stinner, chairman of the legislature's Appropriation Committee, says he has spoken with groups including Nebraska's Child Welfare and Development Disability Service providers, with many saying they're under pressure to keep workers as other employers boost pay rates. However, the Gering lawmaker also says the state needs to be cautious in how the ARPA money gets used.
I do not want to have a clawback, and I don't think anybody in the legislature, inclusive of the governor, wants to have a clawback. So we're going to be pretty careful. And, you know, many times what you do is you look at other states, well, they're using it for this. They might, but they may have to pay it back as well. So we want to be pretty clear about how we use the money to stay within the guidelines. One-time money for one-time dollars makes a lot of sense.
Stinner says he also expects pressure to spend the money on job programs and broadband service. His comments came at a public question and answer session hosted by the Open Sky Policy Institute. Well, it appears that any attempts to expand protections from Biden administration vaccination mandates beyond state workers will have to wait until the next legislative session. Governor Pete Ricketts issued a statement expressing disappointment by an effort of numerous state senators to force a special session on the subject, which fell short of the 33 needed. 26 state senators, including Tom Brewer and Steve Erdman, had signed on to the letter asking the Secretary of State to poll all lawmakers on a special session, and only 2 more added their names to the list. At the end of October, Ricketts issued an executive order barring state agencies from enforcing pending federal regulations on the subject and called on senators to step up to provide protections for other Nebraskans being hurt by vaccine mandates. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. The Nebraska State Patrol says 2 people from California were arrested on drug and weapons charges after a traffic stop on I-80 near Kimball this week. Midday Tuesday, a trooper stopped an eastbound Dodge Durango speeding on I-80 and became suspicious of criminal activity, and a vehicle search uncovered 37 pounds of marijuana, more than 1 pound of psilocybin mushrooms, and a loaded handgun. The 19-year-old driver, Myra Williamson, and 22-year-old passenger Andrew Mendoza were arrested for possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana more than 1 pound, possession of a firearm during a drug violation, and no drug tax stamp. Both were lodged in the Kimball County Jail. Well, health officials in Nebraska say they are expecting more than 64,000 initial doses of the coronavirus vaccine for children aged 5 through 11. The allocation is enough to cover nearly 35% of the 186,000 Nebraska children who fall in that age range. Don Harrington, the acting director of the State Department of Health Services, recommends that parents have their children vaccinated against COVID-19. He says pediatric vaccinations will be available in some areas at special vaccination clinics arranged with schools and local healthcare providers. Retail pharmacies and more than 900 providers such as pediatricians and community health clinics also will provide the vaccinations to children. And the historic Midwest Theater in Scottsbluff announcing this week the return of live performances. Executive Director Bill Estes says for the fall 2021 season, they are taking a different approach and presenting 2 shows in November and December and are planning to host 6 artists at the theater from January through May. The first 2 shows will be offered as general admission ticket shows, one featuring Nebraska composer and guitarist Alexios Anist, and the other will be a Christmas with Sela. They are an 11-time award-winning vocal trio. Well, still to come, Bill Boyer with your weather, Chris Cottrell with your sports, and a whole lot more. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Make a great investment this Black Friday. Renewal by Anderson's awesome Black Friday event is backed by popular demand. Don't wait another day. This is incredible. 20% off every window plus a Visa gift card up to $1,500. No money down, no interest, no payments for 18 months. You don't pay a dime until 2023. Make a fantastic investment. Act fast. This incredible offer runs from Black Friday, November 26th through December 10th only. But don't wait. Book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com. Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sale is back.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, how about partly cloudy skies as we go across the area later on this evening? Otherwise, a very comfortable night. Lows only falling down into the 40s. It is going to be windy tomorrow, although there's some disagreement on how much wind we'll see here in the area. We'll talk about that in a moment. A nice weekend comes your way, and then by middle portions of next week, it's going to turn cooler. But cooler is going to be a relative term, as our normal high is 57. We were at 61 yesterday, much warmer than that today, and we're going to be even nicer here for the next several days. Nothing in the range well below normal for the year. Now, we do have high wind watches out and high wind warnings. Now, the difference is we're pretty confident that the high winds are going to occur here in the warning area. That area, we're fairly confident that the high winds are going to occur. It's this area out here to the east that we're uncertain on and how much the high winds are going to be in that area. We think there will be some high winds. Is it going to reach high wind criteria? By the way, a high wind warning criteria means sustained winds above 40 or gusts over 60 miles an hour. There are some indications we'll see some of those here, but not enough yet that the National Weather Service has posted a high wind warning, but under a high wind watch for the area. 60s out there across most of the region, 50s in eastern Nebraska. We're in the low to mid 60s all across our area, and light winds out there right now. Let's take a look at the bus stop forecast tomorrow. Hopping on the bus with clear skies and temps in the low 40s. It's going to be beautiful on the way home as well. Sunny skies and close to 70 out there. Futurecast tonight has a few high-level clouds drifting overhead. We'll call it partly cloudy when we average everything out, and really comfortable temps as well. Lows only falling down into the 40s for some of us, upper 30s to low 40s out there. Now tomorrow, we're going to be starting the day with some sunshine, and again, a period of winds are expected across the area. Again, how strong they get, still a little uncertain. We'll keep an eye on it, but prepare for some gusty winds at times here across the area, and high temps tomorrow that are going to be back into the upper 60s to near 70 degrees for many of us. So tonight we'll call it partly cloudy, 39 for a low. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny. We're pretty confident on that. How much wind's going to be around? Maybe 20 to 30, 40 mile an hour winds, not out of the question. Could see some gusts 50, 60, maybe even 70 miles an hour if those downslope winds do form. Otherwise, we're going to calm down a bit on Saturday. Temps in the low 70s. On Sunday, again in the low 70s. Don't forget, we do fall back this weekend. Then as we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back into the 50s. Quieter conditions, and again, windy maybe by the middle to end of next week as well.
Morrill County Community Hospital and the behavioral health providers are here to help. Amber Dean specializes in mental health care, which includes medication and therapy across a person's lifespan. Melody Lacey helps people deal with a wide range of behavioral problems, from depression and anxiety to child psychiatry. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska. Exceptional care right here at home.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Area teams are continuing postseason runs this weekend. Let's start at WNCC's Cougar Palace, where it's the Region 9 volleyball tournament. Action started yesterday. 8 total matches at the Palace for the 18th ranked WNCC Cougars. They won their opener of the tourney over EWC in a sweep, 25-23, 25-10, and 25-21. The Cougars got a triple-double from Macy Boggs, double-doubles from Jenna Curtis and Erica Fava. The 18th ranked Cougars now slot into a winner's bracket semifinal match this afternoon at 4 o'clock. They'll take on number 11 Central Wyoming. That's one of 4 matches total on the day. A pair of elimination matches early, and then the 2 winner's bracket matches at 4 and 6. 2 teams from this tournament will advance to play in the national tournament. And tomorrow, let's settle in for some football talk. You've got the Scottsbluff High School squad making the trek east to Aurora for their second round playoff game in Class B. Last week, the Bearcats dismantled Beatrice 54-21. They put up over 500 yards rushing against the Orangemen as they move now to the quarterfinals tomorrow night to play Aurora. The head coach feeling pretty good about preparations.
So far, so good. We've had a nice cold day on Monday, but yesterday it was absolutely beautiful outside. It's going to be a nice afternoon this afternoon when we're out there, and kids seem to have a lot of energy and are focused on what we're trying to do, so it's been a great week so far.
Now Aurora came west in week 3 this regular season and beat Scottsbluff 43-22, and they won at home over the Cats last year in round 1 of the playoffs. The Huskies have great skill kids, no doubt, but it all starts with their physicality.
Just their overall size and their overall discipline on both sides of the ball. They're big up front, so they can control you with the run game, but they're also disciplined enough to see where you're at and find the holes in your game plan. So we have to be willing to switch things up in a given notice, and then we have to be willing to change what we're doing in order to try and take away some of the stuff that they're trying to accomplish on the offensive side of the ball.
There just aren't going to be many secrets for either team heading in. 4th matchup in the last 2 seasons, so some little tweaks could go a long way. In talking with both head coaches, you sense a genuine level of respect for the other and how they go about their business. Coach Hall likes the chess match going against another great head coach like Aurora's Kyle Peterson.
It is. That's a great coaching staff. They've been one of the top programs in Class B, and then they dropped down and won a state championship in C1. So they're one of the marquee programs in our state. So it's always fun when you get a chance to go up and compete against the best. And if we want to be the best, we have to find a way to compete and then finally win against the best.
Coverage tomorrow night will be radio only, and of all your options, it'll be the best coverage for the local side of things. I'll have former Scottsbluff assistant and current Holdridge head coach Jake McLean with me for the broadcast tomorrow night. Pregame at 5:30, kick at 6 Mountain Time on the trail. That is the latest for today from the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options. In addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance. Developing solutions, delivering success.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, this week, Gering-based E-Carrier Check, which is a member of the Holiday family of companies, donated a $2,000 check to the Festival of Hope following their breast cancer awareness campaign that they held during October. Vice President of Business Development Jared Ross explained how this all came about.
So E-Carrier Check, which is a SaaS model or technology company that helps freight brokers, carriers alike to find new shippers, new carriers, in their network, essentially wanted to donate back 20% of their full revenue this month, not really margin, but actual full revenue to Festival of Hope. We're a big believer in giving back to the community, but also it kind of touches home just because, we've had family members that have all dealt with breast cancer, and Susan, but we've also had a couple other people that have mentioned it. So we got with all of our clients at E-Carrier Check and said, hey, we're doing this, and everyone supported the aspect, and we're excited to be able to help give back. So,
Ryan Windhorst was on hand to accept the check on behalf of the Festival of Hope. He graciously thanks E-Carrier Checks for the donation.
On behalf of Festival of Hope, we appreciate what you've done for the community and what you do for Festival of Hope. We've had about 170,000 patient disbursements this year, so this will definitely help continue that here in the western Nebraska, eastern Wyoming area.
E-Carrier Check is a freight software and technology company that offers online tools for the trucking industry that allow freight professionals to find more trucks and drivers to meet their demands. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.